Welcome to Potty Mouths. This is Stephanie.
This is Bart.
This is Brad.
Today's episode is going to be impromptu as hell because we were going to do human experimentation, and I am in.
And the cat pooped on the script.
No, I am in. I'm not going to lie. This is completely selfish as fuck. We sat down. I was already in a piss mood. I was venting, and I realized I just really didn't want to read a bunch of stories about people fucking dying and being diseased in brutal fucking ways.
Hence why the cat pooped on the script.
I mentioned earlier that at this point, right now, with the mood I'm in, I wouldn't care if somebody pressed the big red button and we all got nuked.
I always feel that way.
She did say that. And this chick got 11 and a half hours of sleep last night.
After I needed it because I got 3.5 the night before, I'm in a weird mood. So we're just going to roll with some, like, what do they call it when you get up? Improv. This is an improv fucking podcast about funny shit to lift my spirits. So if you've read the news at all, if you know that fucking one guy on Facebook just keeps posting that ignorant shit and you can't take it anymore, but he's always up in your fucking face. This is for you, man. We're just gonna...
You mean like the Dexter Laboratory meme where it's like, I love the way you say Warshrag or whatever?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about, like, not that kind of ignorant, because I can take that shit. Like, you know, being happy about killing babies. And
Who's happy about that?
New York.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they cheered about it. A bunch of freaks.
We killed babies up to 9 months, but this fucking baby ain't matching my drapes. It's gone.
Why would you want to carry somebody, baby to 9 months and then abort? Like,
most women start to show symptoms at about 6 weeks. If you ain't got that shit figured out before that baby's ready to pop, and I'm sorry, if they can live and breathe on their own, that baby has fucking rights, motherfucker. Now they're like, yeah, I know I'm due in a week, but I couldn't find curtains to match the fucking theme of the nursery, so we're gonna give it a go again next year.
It's whacked people. Women, of course, they're the ones that get pregnant, with commitment issues. They get pregnant to keep a guy, and then they still don't keep the guy, so they're like, well, I ain't keeping the baby then. Yeah. Plan failed. You people are sick.
I get it. I don't want anybody having rights over my body either. And in an intense situation, in certain situations, I'm not anti-abortion. I feel like
I'm not at all either.
I feel like the right place, the right time, if you've been raped, if it's a product of incest, if it's going to cost you your own life, if you get knocked up because you're fucking stupid at 14, in which case I still believe in, adoption and shit. But still, to each his own when you're getting knocked the fuck up at 14. You obviously have some issues that you probably shouldn't pass down to your next generation. You start way too fucking early.
They're going to have this kid. This kid isn't going to be supervised or raised right, and it's going to turn into the next generation of fucking hood rat scum, you know? So.
I mean, and like, I get it, y'all, fucking closure. I got pregnant at 18. But I womaned the fuck up, and I raised my kids. We all can't do that. Yeah. But deciding at 9 months, like, that's it's not your thing, or you're just sick and tired of being or what? For whatever fucking reason, if you haven't decided whether or not parenting is for you immediately upon that stick turning fucking pink or blue, depending on which one you get, that's the time to make the decision.
So
folks.
How far along are you before it starts getting like real? You know, well, I know that's phrased poorly, but
well, let me put it to you like this.
I mean, I've never had a kid. I don't fucking know.
It's basically 40 weeks of gestation. That's when they estimate your due date. Mm-hmm. It is absolutely common for a woman to just bust out and have a perfectly normal, everyday, take-home the next day baby from 32 to 40 weeks. However, most babies born preemie can actually survive on their own with not in NICU, not on a respirator and anything, from about 28 weeks plus 26 weeks, and it's still really good odds for that fucking baby.
So if somebody was to get an abortion, you'd say between what?
I would normally say 14, but let's 14 to 16 weeks, somewhere around in there. Because like I said, look, I take a sip of coffee at 6 weeks, I vomit. That's how I know. Happened with both of my pregnancies. You fucking know. Mm-hmm. And those tests fucking know. And you can make a doctor's appointment that fucking day. So you can fucking know. You don't suddenly, oh, goddamn, I'm 30 weeks pregnant. Yeah. What am I gonna do? My boyfriend's married.
Yeah.
Which has happened to some motherfuckers I know.
Seems like that happens a lot.
Oh my god. And I'm sorry, if dude's cheating on his wife with you, bitch, you better have him wrapping that shit up, because you ain't the only side chick. You ain't the first, and you won't be the last. Just saying, ladies.
I'm completely against it.
I mean,
the incest, the rape thing, okay, I'll give and that. But with technology today, there's birth control out there. There's the morning after pill. There are things that can be done. There's the little fucking metal device that can be put up, you know.
The IUD, which, by the way, one of my friends now needs fucking surgery due to complications of her IUD. It is not cool, which is why I'm totally pro. And I don't know when the fuck this thing comes out, but they were making a birth control pill for men. Now that's how you get population fucking control. Ain't no dudes want to pay no child support.
I'm just saying, with technology today, it should not have to happen. We should be able to plan ahead enough. So
yeah, isn't there like this little metal bar they put in chicks now, and they can't even get fucking pregnant for a couple of years?
Okay, so there's Norplant. They insert that into the arm. Mm-hmm. That's 5 years. However, sometimes it can be just dislodged. Okay, there's the IUDs. They can be anywhere for like 2 years, 5 years. Whatever, however, there's a non-hormonal one now. Oh, man. Not Prevera. That gives you a fucking period. Anyway, my sister had it. It's just fucking copper. Mm-hmm. It's just like a copper thing, and copper makes you not get pregnant, blah, blah, blah. So there's non-hormonal. The problem with all these, and the reason why I am more pill and condom, is you know how you know your shit's not working? When you get knocked up. So you got this imaginary thing that's up in your uterus and
just pull out, people.
Money shot.
I mean,
so it's interesting how this fun episode improv's all about birth control and pregnancies.
See, and this whole
babies.
This whole board. That's what set me. That's one of the things that set me off. Is like people are excited. Like I get it, being a woman, being like, yeah, they can't rule my body. Oh. They're taxing your body. They tax your house. They tax your land.
Tax everything.
I mean...
And they're going to get worse.
You're
going to get taxed more when you get dead.
Everybody today acts like there's no gray area. It's either all or nothing, left or fucking right. There's a gray area to abortion. For instance, just put some rules in fucking place. You can go to a clinic, okay? And obviously, if you're underage, if you were raped, if there was incest involved, because I remember reading a story about some 13-year-old girl, her dad had raped her and she got pregnant. She was having a hard time getting an abortion. That should never be a thing, okay? Put a fucking count cap. Bitch, if you get knocked up and want 3 abortions, I'm sorry, your punch has been filled.
I think, after the first one, okay, you come in for a second one, we're getting you fixed. You know,
agree with that.
Yeah, and then there's
if you're done, you've lost the right to have children because you've taken 2 lives now. I can see that.
And like, babies don't have rights. But these are the same people that see the videos of the dogs left on this. Oh, that poor thing. What about that fucking baby you aborted last week, Janet?
Janet.
Sorry to those out there, Janet, that had a legitimate abortion. I just pick weird names. Sometimes it's Sharon. Who knows? So I just say names. No offense. I do not actually, I did know one, Janet.
Well, and it's also like you were saying, these are the same people that don't think you should murder rapists and,
murderers.
We're against the death penalty. Okay, what did that baby inside of you do to get straight up murdered?
Yeah.
Well, his daddy was a piece of trash.
And... I got an ex-husband too, bitch!
And if you're going to carry it to 9 months, there are so many people out there willing to adopt newborn babies.
Dude, people pay $30,000 for surrogacy.
Yeah. You
Plus!
get that far along in the pregnancy.
Yeah, I've seen on Facebook couples like, please don't abort your baby. We will take them. No questions asked.
And
these are couples who want to have a kid.
I get the adoption system is pretty broken too and we're struggling, but Jesus Christ, people seem to give more fucks about illegal smuggling their kids across the borders and whether or not those kids are being treated nicely. And then they're just whacking fucking 36-week-old fucking babies like it's nothing.
Yeah,
you're a fucking cock-sucking fucking hypocrite. And you probably shouldn't breed anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. This is why I didn't want to...
Well, we won't end the show on a bad note. Wow.
That was only just one of the things that has pissed me off.
That was like
today.
a whole Fox News segment with all the bleeps taken out of it.
I don't think I could do the news. I'd be all bleep.
I mean, back to you, Megan Kelly. I mean, it's like, wow. I agree with almost everything you said. So
I know. And look, I get it. Then, and I hate to say this too, because, the whole sexism thing, like men are allowed to tell us what I would do, but they would look at you and be like, you don't get to say you're a man, you can't have a baby. Yeah, well, he's the other half of raising one. At what point, like, these bitches, he fucking runs out and leaves me? Well, maybe if you involved him a little bit more. Who's contacting the dads to find out if they want their babies aborted?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You can't be like, my side of the coin is shinier, but you're practicing equality on both sides of the coin, bitch.
yeah, well, that's some bullshit right there. Equality's went down the hole. The idea is great, but people don't care about equality. They want more than everybody else.
And the feminists too. This is
feminist,
my body.
race.
This is my body. Okay, yeah, until the Titanic is sinking and it's fucking women and children first, bitch. And then they're like, I have vagina. Suddenly, all these fucking X marks on the fucking spot, cisgender motherfuckers got vaginas. Just saying. I'm fucking hot as shit. I'm fucking boiling. Anyway, we're to...
Stephanie's about to overheat here, folks. We might have to shut down for some technical difficulties.
Oh, shit, be pissing me off these days.
That and the cat's laying on our setup.
Look at this thing.
He loves you, though.
He's just, until he bats at me when I try to pet him.
I love my kids and my kitties, okay?
I love my kids.
There is no kitties or no babies being aborted in my house.
Happy shit.
Happy shit. So this is probably going to get a little sexist. Maybe
I
a little
said we should have done rants. I said it. No. We'll be positive.
So, to cheer ourselves up, there's nothing better than reading random shit off of Craigslist.
Oh, yeah.
So I just got into the forums and I went to divorce.
Oh, we should have went to the personals.
Bring up the personals on your phone. I'll handle the forums.
No, then you'll accuse me of shit.
I'm sitting right here.
I know, you'll accuse me of
Right
shit.
here.
How'd you find that?
You
talking to her?
You use my phone then.
Oh.
You get around like you've been on there before.
That looked like an awfully familiar swipe there. Oh, shit.
Again, complete transparency. Bert and I met on an online dating site.
Yeah,
it was not
was it
Craigslist.
No.
Craigslist is for weird shit.
Yeah.
It's like Plenty of Fish.
Yeah, no, Plenty of Fish was legitimate for about a month, and I'm like, there's just a bunch of fucking horny psychos on here. That's why I had to meet Bert on OK.
I had a tranny hit me up on Plenty of Fish.
I did too.
I mean, trannies need love too, though, guys.
Yeah, I mean...
I wasn't interested.
If you're into a wiener, you're into a wiener. Give them love. Show them love. Sometimes you don't know until you try one.
Yeah.
This one's like, I will blow you if you don't mind a tranny. That was the pickup line. And I'm like, no thanks. But thank you, I think.
You know that blowjob is going to cost you money, right?
Profile pic I have when I got you, so...
Yeah, you have bad profile. So what got me?
That's the idea, you know.
I mean,
you put out your worst, and then oh my god,
I guess no, they were just blurry, and I couldn't actually tell what you look like. But I guess since tomorrow's Valentine's Day, we can get a little schmooshy. So I love the English language, and no, not just the word fuck.
She hates that word actually, other than saying it.
That's great. Anyway, so. When Bert first wrote me on OkCupid, I was in that, fuck this. I hadn't even checked my messages in weeks because I'm like, internet dating is garbage. And then I get on there and he said, the gumption to message you. I've been trying to work up the gumption. And just the fact that he used the word gumption, I'm like, oh, that's adorable. I'm going to message him because I also use the word gumption and nobody else does and it's cute as shit. And then, boom, we're fucking married.
Yep, just like that. It's like it happened yesterday.
Yeah. So, all right. Now that we told our sappy and then we got married story, let's talk about divorce. So,
that's tomorrow.
I got in the divorce forums and it says, getting married should be like buying a car. As soon as she's all wore out and dented, go out and get a new one.
I agree. Absolutely.
Damn.
Keep trading them in for a newer model, younger.
When a married man says he doesn't have to pay for it anymore, wait until the check comes due. Okay.
So are these ads or are these just quotes?
This is just the forums.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like...
try renting one. Hit it and quit it. Move on to the next one.
Hashtag HIV.
I should tell you 3 letters of the English language today. STD.
Yeah. We got no time for STDs.
No, I listen to EBN sometimes. Them guys sound like they're freaking experts. Kid Chris and gonorrhea. And I'm like, what? Man, you know an awful lot.
Oh, yeah.
Tell them from a friend. Yeah, right.
Right now they're talking about hitting it and quitting it, right? And some woman posted, funny, but when a woman does it, suddenly this is a horrible thing. Lack of decency is gender blind. Hashtag truth.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah. Guy does it, he's a player. Woman does it, she's a slut.
Yeah, because... I mean, women shouldn't be doing that kind of shit.
Oh, dear God.
Bradley.
All right, rant 2. Ready?
Let's
fight!
Come on, rant it.
I mean, if a guy can do it, why can't a woman?
So what? Whoa, in defense, maybe he is a guy doing it. It's another guy. Hit it and quit it.
I look at it like this.
I look at it like this. Women don't fart. So women shouldn't be out fucking like dudes should be.
Brad,
False! I know women fart!
I farted in front of you.
No, you haven't.
Then you were too drunk that night at my sister's.
I don't know what
Because you were the one. I walked away and
girls
then
don't fart.
I guess it was a silent part of the party, and all of a sudden I hear Brad from the backyard go, I heard that! I walked away. It's not like I shat in your face, but I have technically farted in front of you. We pooped too, Brad.
No, I don't believe it.
Yeah, it's not just a hole when the other one's broken.
It's an old wives' tale.
Many years ago.
I look at it like this. People want to act... Okay, you can still be a slut. The difference between being a slut is the context by which you're sleeping around. If you're not hurting yourself, meaning no daddy issues, ladies.
No daddy issues.
No daddy issues. And by that, I don't mean to, because I'm just saying, these dudes, as soon as they find out a chick has daddy issues, they're like, she's easy. Which, it's psychologically true. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, if you're not hurting yourself or hurting anyone else, that means not banging your fucking friend's boyfriend, not banging, knowing he's got a wife.
Your stepdad.
Your fucking revenge fucking. If you are doing it in a healthy manner, you're single, he's single, you're in a good headspace, he's in a good space, it's not to get shit, it's not for shit, it's all about context. Now, if you're banging your best friend's boyfriend because you're just trying to prove to yourself that you're prettier than her, and he's a cheater...
Brad, if you're banging your best friend's boyfriend, so just to prove you're prettier than her.
Hey, I had listened to a podcast earlier, and I believe somebody in this room said that they were going to be banging some guy for Valentine's Day, and it wasn't me, and it wasn't Bert, so...
Who, me?
Yeah.
I said my dog.
No. You said you were going to do a capital...
Piss kiss.
You said you were going to do a capital A with a certain guy we know and your dog.
Brad.
It was a wobbling H that turned into a capital A.
Now see that?
It's getting hot in her.
Just so our listeners know.
Am I blushing right now? Because I'm sober now.
Exactly. Brad says some shit after about 30 beers.
30 beers. Oh my God. I'm a drunk.
Well, no, up until you have a range. So...
between 18 and 30.
No. Between 1 beer and 10 is fine. Between 10 and 20, he starts stroking people's hair. And then between 20 and 30, he gets a little bit gay.
Yeah. I was petting somebody not too long ago. I think I got in trouble for that, too. I'm trying to think of who it was.
See? Told you.
Yeah.
He just walks up and starts stroking your hair. Everybody knows that we all accept it.
It's like a fucking Lemmy from Mice and Men. Fucking had to pet things, and he pet the dog too hard. And you guys never read that fucking book of Mice and Men?
I was supposed to, but I didn't.
It's on Amazon right now. The movie.
Yeah, there's a movie. I watched it.
But yeah, Brad has his things. That's his thing. But anyway, back to being a slut. It's all context. It shouldn't matter a gender. And if ladies, if you want to do your thing, you do your damn thing. And dudes shouldn't, like, the walk of shame. Well, there's no dude walk of shame. Hey, that bitch got laid too, you know. There shouldn't be a walk of shame. Where's her fucking applause for getting laid?
They can get it anywhere. Dudes got to work for that shit.
That is absolutely
So that's
wrong.
why
I don't get the walk of shame at all.
And I know some dudes that can always get laid. I know some chicks that can't. Okay? I
haven't met any of those, but...
There's this one chick on Facebook with a hippopotamus shirt on. It looks like it's got a beard. That's her pubes coming out her pants. Yeah, I don't think she's getting laid.
Dude, I had a partly retarded neighbor, and she was hit as fuck. And this bitch had different dudes every week coming over. I shit you not. Like,
that's not because of her. That's because dudes are fucking trifling.
And girls can get it anytime they want, even retarded girls.
Nope.
I should have used the more PC term, or fucking whatever.
Not the way you started this conversation off, Brad. Nope.
No, let's talk about PC terms for just a split little second. I don't want things to get all weird up in here, but, like, what is the PC term for... Was it mentally disabled? She's not disabled.
I'm an alcoholic gay, so I don't know.
No, you're bisexual. You're not gay up until after 20 beers.
Oh, God.
I think we need a shrink.
What is it? Okay, so back in the day, I was told to say learning disability. But I don't think that's PC anymore either. If somebody wants people to say things proper, like a pamphlet needs to be put out or something. That shit needs to be on posters, on buses.
No, here's the thing. If somebody can be offended, it's not PC. So you have to say it where no one can be offended.
So we can say nothing.
But I'm offended by people being PC. So.
Yeah. Why can't I just use my language?
Like, there are some words absolutely should be said.
Yeah,
get it.
Yeah.
Retarded is probably not the most appropriate word.
It's not.
But, I mean, see, but when it became a popular term, it was because they were held back. They were retarded.
Well,
it's the context.
Retard means to slow. Slow.
Right?
Retarded. They're a slow person. That's the idea. And it just became derogatory because people go, you're retarded, you know? I mean, that's what happened.
But now we have to call them by their certain thing, and I don't know your certain thing.
What is their certain... Oh,
I don't know. Autism or what? I don't know all those things. Autistic, nonverbal, autistic... I don't know all these terms. So, all right, we're in the forums. What do we want to talk about?
So we went from a divorce to racism.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Thanks.
With sluts in the middle.
Yeah.
With sluts in the middle.
Wait, didn't it start with sluts and then we ended up with racism?
It's not a divorce, and we got the sluts, we got the racism.
All right, so we got death and dying.
Let's read some personals.
Yeah.
All right, let me
I wanted to hear some weird shit.
The weirdest one I ever read, and this was a long time ago, was wanted. Little person with wetsuit.
Yes.
Filming some odd stuff, odd in quotation marks. Please contact us. $50 an hour.
Fuck yeah.
I was just like, is Jackass in town?
Is the personals gone?
No.
They probably took it down because of all the fucking
No, I
weird...
found missed connections.
Wasn't there like a Craigslist killer not too long ago?
Yeah, but well, poop. I don't think they have personals on here.
Yeah,
Let's go to missed connections. Loveland Kroger.
Why is Loveland Kroger on Connections?
Because that's how they titled it. Lovely Kroger, man for woman.
Says, just after 5, I first saw you passing the seafood. Then again, as I doubled back, I feel like you noticed me checking you out. If you did, and you found yourself here, you were wearing grayish workout yoga pants and a dark track jacket, straight brown hair. I'd really like you to know that you're gorgeous. Have a wonderful day.
All right, so others I have read in the past. The best one, I've lived in several states, and I used to live in Arizona, and I was trying to figure out what was Phoenix's Craigslist as messed up as Cincinnati's Craigslist. I went to the personals. It was woman in search of man, and I clicked on it, like, fun tonight. I was single. I was interested. I wanted to see what's going on. This girl goes, all right, I need somebody to nut in me because I'm breaking up with my boyfriend tonight, and I want to tell him after he's eating me out after you've nutted in me.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that's a mean bitch.
That is pretty awful.
Holy shit.
Would that be considered a slut?
I mean, it's revenge slutism, but... It's probably the least slut of all the slutism, but it's still...
Yeah, I guess revenge. Yeah.
But then I thought about it. I bet that bitch got a ton of calls.
Yeah. She got fucking...
What I'd like to know is if she got a successful relationship out of the one that nutted in her so she could break up with her boyfriend.
I don't know. I didn't go
What
into
if they're
details.
married today? Like, that would be sweet.
I doubt it. She's probably still hung up on the ex.
Yeah. Then another one I saw, I think this one's the Cincinnati one, but I don't know if somebody told me this one or if I read it, or it could have been made up. I don't know, but it's still pretty funny. It was a Kroger one. It says, saw you in Kroger today. I think you farted. I asked you if you farted. You said no, all jealous, but I didn't care because I farted too, and I thought maybe we could hook up later. Something along those lines. So I was like, damn, I don't think you got a chance, dude.
So I went to forums again and I looked in jokes, and it says, Alexandria Kotex wants to ban. And it says, farting cows. Why stop there? I propose a fart tax on all Americans. Add additional farts over 10 per day should be taxed at a substantial rate based on volume of gas emitted. This will inspire people to stop eating at fast food places where their food tends to promote gas. People will eat better food as a result. Win-win. The purchase of the fartometer is tax deductible. Women get a lower tax rate because they fluff, they don't fart.
Okay. So I went to community. I think that's where they mixed in the personals. And this one says me, period, you, period, bed, period, now.
We're in community.
Looking for a sex friend that would come over, sit back and relax. He drove a Jeep. We always had fun playing games. Get at me with color of the Jeep and what I did with you to relax. Just feel free to join here. And they give a website. And then there's the Loveland Kroger that you just told me about. There's these awesome pug puppies that are there for rehoming. Reptile Rescue in Inglewood.
Really?
Hello, help rehome reptiles of all sizes and species and not for profit. If the animals need any health organizations, they will see a reptile vet and be given to the appropriate care and medicines. If necessary, I have helped rehome, and then I have to read more, and I don't want to click on it to read more. So, for the lizard man in the group, the turtle man, Rose needs a home. She's a 16-week-old blue pit puppy in need of a loving home. Very sweet, cage trained for the most part. Rehoming fee is $250. Now, somebody explain to me a rehoming fee.
It's bullshit for them to get money when they don't want to take care of the animal.
That's what I
they
thought.
Shouldn't fucking, dude. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like if I'm getting from a pound or something and they're needing money to help support other animals, I get it. But from an individual, really?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Really? Come on, folks.
Can you get onto Plenty of Fish without an account?
Just go ahead and use your account. I know you still got it.
No, I don't even remember it. Let's see. Okay, let's just Google.
That loud thud you just heard was our mascot knocking Brad's microphone to the ground. Brad, does your microphone still work?
Hello. It looks like it.
All right. So here's an interesting one.
They did shut down the personal section.
No. It's bullshit.
Does that look shut down, Brad?
Oh, not at all.
Let me see. Then it's only for mobile because it says it's a real bad sign.
No, it's not.
Craigslist shut down their personal section.
I went to groups. All right, here's an attractive male looking for some naked fun with a girl. Tan, smooth tats. 859-443252. Oh. So dude's in Kentucky. I don't know if I recognize those tats on his arm or not.
So I don't know if that's an updated app. It says Congress just passed H.R. 1865 FOSTA, seeking the subject websites to criminal and civil liability when third-party users misuse online personals unlawfully.
I'm just in the groups. I mean, they're just randomly putting stuff. I bet if I go to buy a truck right now, there'll be somebody in there like, you want to dodge your ex? Come talk to me. You know what I mean? That's how they're doing this stuff.
I mean...
They're finding little loopholes through it.
So on the west side in Cincinnati, searching for a lonely woman. Hello, I'm looking for a lonely, married white woman who's missing intimacy, passion, and excitement from her boring, mundane life. I am an MWM in my late 30s, 6 foot, 180 pounds, and missing those same things. I'm not looking to change either. Period.
Oh, Brad's writing down the number.
I need a Valentine date.
What's MWM? Man with woman?
Man with wiener?
Man
Man with meaner?
Man with mirror.
I don't know. See, that's one thing. Like, when I was single, I'd get on Craigslist just to look to see what's out there, which, all guys do it if they're single. You just want to see, It's like, I didn't know what half the abbreviations were, so I was like...
It's MWM?
Yeah, MWM.
I don't know half of them. Like, I see these dudes...
Oh, married white male.
Married white male. He's looking for a married white woman. Wow.
You little sluts.
Brad, this might be for you. West Side. Gay, give head to men. I'm clean and discreet. You must be MASC, so Manscaped?
Am I going to have to Google all this shit?
Yeah, the people need to know.
What is it?
MASC.
Yeah, let's find out what all these fucking abbreviations mean.
I think I found the reason for this pod.
Knowledge is power.
That's what it means?
No, I'm just kidding.
It's not how I spell it.
MASC.
MASC. I'm thinking Manscaped.
Oh, masculine.
You must be masculine, decent shape, and DDF.
Down to fuck. I know that one.
That's DTF, ain't it? This is DDF.
DDF?
That's drug-free, maybe? Decent shape and DDF.
Dick Dingler Fag.
Dick Dingler Fag. Dick Dingler!
I'm not getting it. Hold on.
DDF.
Oh my god, it's a thing for double penetration.
Oh, wow.
Decent shape and DDF, because that doesn't make sense. Includes stats and pick on email, safe, DDF only. Me, I'm 35, 5'7", slender, nice looking.
Hold on, let me just do the phrase.
Straight act, black short hair, I give head only, I prefer to host. So double penetration, I give head only. Don't.
Okay, so what was the sentence again?
Decent shape and DDF. And the person describing themselves as safe DDF. I think it's like drug-free or something.
Safe DDF. Are you DDF? Well, let's find out. Am I DDF? Am I going to get into some weird shit? Drugs and disease-free.
Drug and disease-free. See, I thought so.
Drugs and disease-free. Okay.
All right. Knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Right.
Now you know.
A drug-free, masculine, gay dude who wants his wiener sucked.
No, you can be straight.
Oh, so...
Straight who wants your...
A masculine... Anybody.
I like doing drugs.
Drugs and disease-free.
What else is out there?
Yeah, we gotta...
Texting friend M4F, so man for woman. I realize today I'm kind of lonely, and being lonely as I got my feeling a little blue. I am married and don't plan on changing that, but we seem to be more like roommates than soulmates lately. We sit on the front of the TV not saying a word to each other. Aww. Group yoga this evening. Invitation to join me, a sub CD bi woman, and my dom bi woman instructor this evening to participate as we tackle various positions. Being spit roasted is my favorite. Ending with a hot, creamy shower. Looking for bi well blessed fit men. Florence, Kentucky.
Whoa, Florence is hot as fuck.
This one's Cincinnati. Looking for transgender women. I'm a married Caucasian male in my mid-40s, an employed professional, hardworking, easy on eyes, and in good shape. I've been curious about meeting a transgender woman for social activities to spend some time together and get to know each other.
I wonder if these motherfuckers actually get calls, like legit calls.
I bet you they do, man.
So I don't know if you guys heard this, but I heard this yesterday. They're bringing Crank Yankers back.
I've never even seen Crank Yankers.
So Jimmy Kimmel was one of the original creators, which I think he's a piece of crap. But also Bobcat Godfrey, the guy from all the Whoopi Goldberg movies and everything. Mm-hmm. So, but they're not. But the thing is, with caller ID and everything now, Crank Yankers won't be as successful. So their plan is they're going to be getting like on online games and talking shit during the games, like Fortnite and all that stuff. It could be pretty funny. Handyman available, clean fit, athletic white male available. Let me know what you need done. Thanks.
Well,
I don't know. Let's look in beauty and health. Nope, just stethoscopes. So it's totally in community. So, see, I just clicked on the child care thing, and I don't know if I trust a daycare that advertises on Craigslist.
Yeah, really.
But there's a lot of them.
Well, I mean, sorry, I've been doing some research. So there's actually a huge list of websites now that are specifically labeled as Craig's free personals alternate sites. But all of them you have to sign up for.
Bummer. So you can't just
including BDSM.com, which I was going to get on, but I don't want to sign up for that shit. I don't even want them all up in my email. See what people are saying about gaming.
Wow, 18 days ago in Middletown, this ad was put up. Looking for men who want to get head. And yes, I like to swallow.
Oh.
Now, is this a dude posting or a chick?
Can't tell you!
It doesn't specify.
It does not specify.
Fucking show up and find out a little surprise box. Like a loot crate.
Oh, man.
Like a loot crate. I just typed in personals and it gave me a listing for a house. So it's dead.
Boo.
Well, we've uncovered that. We've now uncovered the mystery of the personals on Craigslist being gone.
What's like a hashtag? I could put it into my Twitter and see what kind of crazy bullshit comes up.
Hashtag BDSM.
What is BDSM?
Yeah, BDSM.
What the fuck is that?
Bondage.
I found our thing.
Oh, what is our thing?
Ghost hunting group looking for some new people. Have you been looking to join a paranormal team?
Yes.
Do you believe in something else that exists that you cannot see?
I totally do.
Do you enjoy watching TV shows like Ghost Adventures, Expedition Unknown, Unsolved Mysteries, and or Supernatural?
I do. But not Supernatural. Supernatural, okay.
Does the idea of hunting ghosts, hang on, let me get through here, in real haunted locations in the tri-state area excite and intrigue you? If so, please join our chapter. Your penis must be 8.5 inches long and triple D's.
What the fuck?
I just made that last part up. It's pretty funny. All we ask is that you're at least 18 years old, live within the tri-state area, and have an interest and desire to explore the paranormal. This is not a group for dating, and we are drug and alcohol free as well. Most, if not all, our events require money to join us on a ghost hunting venture ranging anywhere between $25 to $60. No experience or equipment is necessary to join. Come and join us for our conversation, fun, paranormal experiences and our Facebook page.
Look,
I'm looking up your Facebook page.
We should do that.
What, join the Paranormal Investigators of Cincinnati?
And I'm going to go to that storm.
Holy smokes!
To be a storm search, storm watcher or whatever, where you can spot tornadoes.
Okay.
I'm going to go to that class.
According to this is a curious bottom looking for a curious top.
Whoa.
Okay, here it is. I'm a 60 curious bottom looking for a top with a nice big tool to hook up with some fun, and I'm looking for someone in the Aurora, Lawrenceburg area or close. So if you're not in my area, please don't respond. Looking for hookups, so any guy out there, single, divorced, widowed, who needs some occasional sexual release, message me, and we can chat.
Okay, so I got one. We're just bringing the people the naughty news. Elderly couple accidentally burns down house during sex game involving World War II flamethrower.
I heard about that one on the radio.
What happened down in Florida?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
all the messed up stuff happens in Florida, man.
It was Oklahoma. Sand Springs, Oklahoma.
Like I said, the one in Florida, the dude was in Cannibal Corpse.
So, Sand Springs, Oklahoma, a couple's sexual game turned horribly wrong this morning as they accidentally burned down their home to the ground with a 75-year-old flamethrower. Firefighters were called to the site around 11:15 this morning. Damn, they had to get up early. After receiving an unusual phone call, but could do nothing to save the 45-year-old house from being a total loss. I'm not going to say their names because I think that's mean. The 911 operator who answered the phone call from the 96-year-old woman says she first thought she was dealing with pranksters when he told her that he had, quote-unquote, torched the house with napalm while having sex with his wife. Oh my God. They're in their 90s banging with fucking flamethrowers. Look, I said it last episode. I have the most boring... I can't even imagine a situation. I mean, I can understand having flamethrowers. I would like to own one. But I can't imagine sexcapades.
I don't know who I married. Alright, so misconnections, because my stuff's funnier. I'm just going to keep going to Craigslist.
Oh, God.
Hot rental car lady. Now, this dude is a poet. Listen to this. I was in the car dealership to rent a vehicle from you. I think your name was Anna, or Abby. Your smile flowed like a flower in the spring breeze. Oh, your eyes are like oceans, vast and stormy. I'd really like to get to know you more. I like bars, live music, and cats!
Ooh.
Please tell me what dealership we saw each other at to confirm it to you.
It's Cat's capitalized.
No, but several exclamation points.
Ooh. I got one. We're just going to roll with the naughty news, guys. A woman has been jailed and banned from entering after she Nope, never mind. That was the wrong story. Hold on.
Can I read mine?
Go ahead.
BBW, who is used to come over to my place. That's Big Boned Woman, right? BBW, Big Boned Woman.
I think that's... Hold on. Damn it. We gotta learn this shit.
Let me read this thing. You used to come over and let me eat you out, among other things. Lost contact. We should hook up again. The panache! Oh my god. The panache. Yeah, we're going to have to give this one like a triple X rating or something, Brad.
I don't know. Last episode, Brad and I talked about eating ass.
That filthy asshole eating.
Filthies.
Red-headed hostess at Kruger's. Was eating lunch today. Couldn't help notice you. So beautiful. It seemed like you had great energy. Would love to get to know you. Go out for a drink or two. Hope you...
So it is a plus-size woman, but it doesn't say exactly what the BBW stands
I thought it was Big Boned Woman.
Is it Big Boned?
I thought so.
Big boobs, big bones. I'm sure it's one of the two.
Let's see what's going on in events.
Apparently a lot of weird sex stuff.
Nope, boring. It's all been in community and misconnections and groups. What's in general?
Yeah, I mean, we're informing the people on how to get around...
That's
no personals thing on Craigslist. What if, like, that was, like, your spot, and now they took that away from you?
That guy's trying to find some love.
I want to see.
Looking for younger females.
I think I used to work with him. Don't he look like a creeper? Does that ring a bell to you?
I thought that was somebody I know's dad. It is not.
Hello, Janet. Guess who I saw on Craigslist?
I used to know Janet. I don't know Janet anymore.
I'll just use it because it was a name we had. Free doggy. Leaves at home. Can't keep other males showing aggression toward him. He's 6 months old. Oh, poor puppy. Leia could use a friend.
Yeah, she could.
Are you gonna get your doggy a best friend
One day.
Hey, I just found on Craigslist in the general a podcast about weird stuff because episode 6 is up. Fun, entertaining podcast with a couple of great hosts. This week, Jared covers some fun news on internet love and how that can go ARWI. Betsy has an example of merits for permission. Let's freestyle reverse motorboating. Freestyle reverse motorboating.
Is that where you motorboat butt cheeks?
And for the main course, we wax poetic on the gray aliens. Check us out. Listen in. Send your comments or story suggestions.
All right, hey, but seriously, all right, now I'm gonna have to Google reverse motorboating because that feels like they're like putting into some ass cheeks.
Trying to get some product salad.
Reverse motor boating.
Hey, this kid will clean our yard for
Google is getting a
$250.
weird workout today.
You know, CIA and NSA, they're like, what the hell is this standing chick's problem?
We don't know anything about sex, officer, because we are boring. Oh, that's fucking dumb.
Uh-oh, please tell us.
So, it says, the act of a woman taking off her bra and wiggling her tits in your face. This is much better than regular motorboat, because you ain't got to do shit.
Can we try that later?
I mean, I rub my boobs in everybody's face. It's not anything...
That's a nice thing to say to your husband today before Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, Bert.
Excuse me. First of all, you know that's not true. Second of all, I don't...
Why don't you let
it
the
was
man
funny.
reverse motorboat you?
If you want to... Because I don't want to do the work.
Lazy.
It is... Look, I'm just going to... Okay, so...
Seeking female models, 18-25 for modeling positions. Please reply with several up-to-date images and availability.
Yes. I'm going to get in with that dude. I got a camera.
I don't understand how it's better than regular motorboating.
Would you have your head facing
And she
the
just
upper?
wiggles her boobs on it. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I'm moving, they're wiggling.
I mean, I guess you guys could try it and, report back on the next
I
episode.
guess we can. You want to try a reverse motor to see if it's better than a regular motorboat?
I do. This will take several hours of research into pizza.
Your ass.
Hey, as of 8 days ago, there's somebody launching a new radio station. We are relaunching a new... How are you relaunching a new radio and TV station?
Yeah, right.
In OTR. Looking for talented, attractive music fans to host and manage details. A great part-time intern opportunity. It's about local events, dining, and more. Send a short bio and your talents. Hiring soon. Pay and internships available from 18 and up. Contact JoJo Kennedy. We may have to be looking JoJo up. It's been my dream to be on the radio.
I mean, I would like to do a radio show, but I feel like there's too many rules.
Yeah, we just do podcasts instead. We
won't. Here's the thing, but what if they won't let us talk about eating ass on the radio? We get to talk about eating
reverse motorboating.
Reverse motor, and how we're going to research this. I just don't feel like, okay, so, I mean, maybe it's because of, like, the actual heft of my boobs. I don't feel like, because, like, when I picture motorboating, I picture there being, like, a bra involved to smash them bitches together.
You and Bert should have a boxing match.
Like the way you think, Brad.
I mean, I have dropped my boobs on people's head, and that seemed to hurt. But I just don't... What if I hurt you? Are you going to get mad at me if I hurt you when we reverse motorboat?
I'll just make you feel really guilty about it, and you'll do things.
No, you know that's not true.
Yeah.
You know that's not true. So would you like to hear about the man who was arrested for allegedly having sex with a dying beaver while high on methamphetamine?
I would love to hear about
I got
this
one
guy.
too, because I heard it on the radio this morning. Go ahead.
So a 35-year-old Washington man was arrested over the weekend for allegedly having sex with a dying beaver while high on methamphetamines.
Why the beaver? What the hell?
Don't bother pinching yourself. Yes, this is real. I never once thought it wouldn't, which is pretty fucking sad.
Yeah.
It started around 9 p.m. when a local woman came across a beaver that had been struck by a car. This just keeps getting worse. Someone help me save this beaver, she wrote on a Facebook post. I flipped him over so he could walk, but his leg is all broken. Oh my god.
Poor beaver.
She was able to move the beaver out of the way of traffic by placing it on a towel and dragging it closer to a nearby pond. After calling local wildlife agencies and veterinary clinics that were closed for the holiday weekend, she decided to run home and grab a plastic tub that she could put the animal in until authorities were open the following day. When she came back, she had a rather unsightly surprise. He's deceased, she later wrote in the comments. I caught a homeless man having sex with the beaver. I'm traumatized.
The fuck? This is why we should press the red button.
Officers reported of a transient man having sexual conduct with a wild animal. The man was contacted by police and also found to be in possession of suspected methamphetamine. He is facing charges of animal cruelty and possession of a controlled substance, which are both felonies.
So in Florida, I don't know the time frame, somebody reported a large dog on top of another dog. The police go to investigate, and they find that there is a Siberian Husky who is shying away from its owner, who is wearing a dog costume, and admitted to sexually molesting his Siberian Husky on numerous occasions, but only while wearing the dog costume.
Like that makes it better. Did you hear about that guy that got
He
killed?
was identifying as a dog. That's okay now.
No,
Oh, have we gotten
it's
to
not.
that? Like,
We're getting there.
yeah.
We're getting there.
Can we not talk about it because I'm about to blow up this planet again? So, did you hear about that guy that I think he was killed for having sex with an alligator?
Oh, did the alligator fucking eat him? I hope.
Hold on.
I thought I remember that, like somewhere in Florida. Because everything good happens in Florida.
Yeah, I guess that heat and the mosquitoes get to people.
Hold on, I'm on fact check. Oh, it's got the picture of the dude. Yep, he looks like he'd rip a gator.
The one with glasses?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was a dude at first.
According to Captain, I'm not going to say his name, the Nepal's police department...
Naples?
Naples?
Nepal.
Nepal's, Florida!
Nepal's... Don't you remember the Eddie Murphy movie, The Golden Child? Where it's like, Viva Nepal! Anyway.
Oh my god.
I thought I was being funny. The 24-year-old Jimmy Olsen, we can say his name because I think he's dead now, was engaged in full sexual intercourse with one of the young reptiles when he was surprised by one of the larger animals which attacked him from behind. So the one that he was doing didn't even get revenge. The young man was caught by the throat by the alligator, who dragged him underwater and drowned him. Jimmy Olsen's death took place around 6 a.m. in the morning, but his disappearance wasn't noticed for an hour later by other employees. They finally discovered his dismembered body floating in the pool that the alligator dragged him into.
I just
I mean,
I can't see those urges. Like, I've pet an alligator. I've seen alligators. I've wanted to pet them, but I've never wanted to have sex with a fucking alligator.
So
I don't get those urges that, like,
I lay next to her. She doesn't get those urges.
I don't get those urges. I don't get those urges to bang people, much less animals.
I mean, I get urges to, like, cuddle cute furry animals.
I mean, I get upset when people don't let me touch their dogs in public, but you brought them out in public, I'm going to want to pet your dog. Like,
yeah, those people are kind of fucking weird.
Yeah, like, I'm going to, like, okay, service animals, the wearing the vests and the harnesses, I won't touch them because they're trained specifically to do a job. Mm-hmm. But if you have your small dog in the cart with you at the grocery store, I'm going to either A, talk to your dog in a cute little voice, or B, pet them, or both.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just all there is to it.
So I don't remember if anybody remembers this, but the lady in the nursing home in Arizona, they got pregnant. So so the whole story is it's something hacienda there, in, I think it's Mesa.
I remember the story.
This lady has been there for 20 some odd years. She was put there when she was like 6. Well, one day the staff was going by and she's screaming and moaning. Nobody knows why. They go in there and she's having a baby.
You fucking serious?
So she's been in a catatonic state for over 20 years. And she had got knocked up in the catatonic state and gave birth to a healthy baby boy, I believe.
Really?
They required all the staff to submit DNA samples, and a 27-year-old orderly tested positive as the father.
That's fucked up.
It's like in fucking Kill Bill.
Yeah, exactly like Kill Bill.
To just lay on a lifeless fucking... That's fucking creep. I hope they locked him up for a long fucking time.
Nothing's been done yet. I mean, he's in jail, but nothing's been done yet. The trial and everything's still pending. Just so weird, man.
Yeah, somebody like that shouldn't be out in society.
I was hoping they'd show a picture and be like, yeah, he lives with his mama in the basement still, you know? I mean, one of those kind of people or something, but yeah. So weird. It's like, we didn't know what was going on. Like, she's never made a noise, and she starts groaning and moaning. She's at catatonic state, and she was giving birth.
So, like, while she was still, and...
Yeah,
wow.
She's still... a vegetable.
She's still a
vegetable.
The baby's like
fine,
totally normal,
healthy.
Wow.
Yeah, because I think she like almost drowned when she was a child, and it caused the brain dead or whatever. I'm not 100% sure on that.
That's fucked up.
It's a healthy baby boy, I believe.
Pieces of shit.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that kid when it grows up?
Yeah.
I mean, that kid, if it knows its real history,
yeah.
I don't think anybody can recover from that.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, even if they lied to him, eventually he'd probably find out the truth.
I mean, after you're 18, they got to kind of, like, reveal that to you, right?
Well, I mean, but you can look it up. I mean, these days, it's all over the news.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure, you know, like...
I mean, 12, 13, 14, 16-year-olds know how to
If the baby gets put in the
internet.
system or something and then its files get lost, you know how great and competent our government is about keeping track of stuff. That'd be the only way the kid would never find out.
Every time that guy goes up for a hearing or whatever, it's going to be in the news. This kid's father fucking...
Well, they should do the kid a favor and just fucking whoever adopts it, just make that their parents.
Well, what if the grandparents keep it? I wouldn't, honestly.
You mean like Porn Stash from Orange is the New Black, where they convinced his mom that the baby was his and she was going to adopt it? Yeah.
Yeah, so I would honestly, if it was my grandchild, I wouldn't want that child to know. I would change his name, everything. I would buy false documents, and I would get somebody to take him somewhere far, like growing up in France and shit. Before I would let him know that, sorry, honey, your mom's been in a coma for 20 years, and your dad is the cocksucker that took advantage of an unconscious woman and dumped you in her.
Exactly.
Your dad is a horrible piece of shit. I'm sorry, you come from half of a horrible piece of shit. I wouldn't want him to know that. And the fact that it's a boy kind of makes it worse, because I feel like if you're a son, if you're somebody's son and you come from a man that has done some, raped somebody or molested somebody or whatever, it's almost like they look at that kid like they're going to grow up to do the same shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I don't think, even if they don't treat him different, I feel like people can't help thinking that. Whose cat is that?
Somebody lost their kitty on Craigslist and they're trying to find their Bengal kitty.
I'm sorry, if I find that kitty, it's mine.
Odin, we're going to give you up. This is your kitty. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
We have enough kitties. We have 3 kitties, just in case anybody out there wanted to know. We have 3 kitties. We have Odin, the dick, Delilah, the poofy sweetheart, and
Link the baby.
Link, the baby who won't stop playing. He's like the annoying toddler brother.
All right, I'm done looking at my phone. You got to come up with some more stuff. Craigslist kind of boring now since they got rid of the personals.
Right? Your sister just texted me. She said, literally dying laughing at the gym listening to your pod about eating ass. I'm sorry I tanked our whole, completely organized episode. I just didn't want to talk about bad shit. Because at this point, if I talk...
Well, for 20 minutes, we talked about abortions.
But see, I needed something to make me happy because I could have gone on bitching about things
all right,
like that.
Still not helping.
I'm in a much better mood than when we sat down.
Because you vented.
A little bit.
So, what did I say before the pod? Rants. And you said, shut up, Bert!
But I thought we were going to post our rants on our Patreon page.
Yeah, but we can still have occasional fun rants.
I mean, that's true.
It's our pod. We do what we want.
That's right. You can always fucking rant.
But we love the people that listen.
We love them. They love us. It's great. Oh. Flat earthers, we don't like you.
Is he slapping you?
No.
Odin, if you're going to be a podcast kitty, you can't knock over mics and you can't slap Brad.
Mike.
Kitty.
I still want to get this documentary put together about Dan the Worm Wrangler.
Dan the Worm Wrangler.
Yeah, we need to work on that for sure.
So, I've been writing a little bit down, but we're going to probably have to have a
brainstorming session, come up with a storyboard.
Some names.
So, folks, if you got any ideas, shoot them to us. I looked on Wikipedia. There ain't a whole lot about worm wrangling or worm charming.
Worm charming.
So basically, we can just create our whole, all of it.
There's a little bit there, but it's so open for opportunity. Good things will come from this.
Yeah.
See, I definitely needed to talk about good things.
And we're going to need actors, so...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to find some volunteers.
Because I can think of about, 150 things that I could bitch about. I can't think of, one thing right now that I would want to report that's on a good note.
Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and Bert might get lucky.
Yeah.
I'm getting reverse mode voted, oh
yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, I just... I don't know. Well, you know what? Actually, since you weren't
backing out already,
so no, I'll still reverse motorboat you. Jesus Christ! I'll hit you with my tits. I don't care. If I'll fart in front of Brad, I'll hit you with my tits.
You
I don't
never
care.
farted in front of me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're eating too much.
Women don't fart.
That's right.
So Brad has his. This is another thing. So with 1 to 10 beers, he's fine. 10 to 20, he starts stroking people, and 20 to 30, he's gay. But somewhere in there, maybe it was a 20 to 30, he forgets when people fart.
No, Brad forgets things.
Brad forgets.
Where was I?
Do you even remember that party?
What, Terry's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get too bad at that one, so that's why I know you didn't fart.
I did. You called me out. I wandered off in the cars to be by myself, and you're like, I heard that.
Josh must have been a gentleman and claimed it, so you didn't look bad. Thank you,
Anyway,
Josh.
We floated around Terry's baby pool, singing Baby Shark. Good party. Good party. Did anybody barf that night? I don't think so.
I don't think anyone really got that drunk.
Terry got a little rowdy on the trampoline, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Bunch of us muddy asses in the trampoline. Anyway, yeah, things are so negative these days. It bothers me. I don't know Valentine's Day is tomorrow, but in the episode that Brad and I recorded while you were on second shift, we talked about, it's just not special to me.
No.
Right?
Not.
I mean, I was talking about how, do you remember when, I would start bitching via text and you just knew I was in a mood, and then I'd be like, yeah, I'm on my period, I'm dying, and then you just bring me Coke and...
chocolate.
Yeah, just a nice icy bottle of Coca-Cola and Reese cups. What the fuck is Valentine's Day for when I'm getting that shit once a month when I'm having a bad period? You know? And actually, he walked in today after work and he goes, so, before tomorrow... do I need to get you anything for Valentine's Day? And I was like, I mean, I always want chocolate. But it doesn't have to be tomorrow. It's a day. We've been together for fucking ever. It's just a
Thursday, too.
It's a Thursday. We talked about how packed restaurants are on Valentine's Day and how we usually take the kids to Chuck E. Cheese. I don't think we're going to be going to Chuck E. Cheese this year since my sister and her daughter have been exposed to the flu. They don't have it, but they've been exposed, so we're going to pretend like they don't exist for a couple weeks.
Quarantine.
Didn't you guys get your, fucking...
flu shots?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. They did, too. And so did the guy that got the flu.
But
the flu shot isn't always effective. So this kid...
Oh, there's more to it than that. Apparently, a bunch of flu shots in this area were expired when they were administering those to people.
We had to
so they were
checked.
Ineffective.
We had to get ours checked. And our little guy had to get a second one because his was, in fact, expired.
I was wondering why you were saying he just got his flu shot. I'm like, didn't he already get one of those?
Yeah, he did. Way early in the season. And apparently it was last year's fucking flu shot.
Really?
Yeah, I love the fact that they're not checking. Like, these are the people that decide whether or not my kid lives or goes to the hospital for an emergency. And then they're not checking expiration dates on their meds.
Yeah.
Come on, motherfuckers.
I found the meme for Brad.
What is the meme for Brad?
Listen, if drunk me said or did something, you gotta take that up with drunk me. Don't come at sober me because we weren't there. We don't know what happened.
Amen to that.
See, that's why. So no matter what he did, sober Brad used to call Stephanie on Sunday morning and go,
a lot.
"What did I do last night?"
Yeah, you were my go-to. Oh my god, it was bad.
Every Sunday afternoon he'd call and be like, "What the fuck did I do?"
It got to a point. I'd go out Saturday. I'm like, if I make plans with you tonight, take it with a grain of salt because I'm not going to fucking remember.
So he would give me this. This is how it would start. He'd be like, "All right, this is the last thing I remember. You tell me what else happened." Even though, like, I was always sober at these parties.
You fucking hate drunks. I don't even know why you're hanging out with us.
I don't hate drunks. Okay, look, I'm just going to be completely transparent. My sister doesn't listen anyway, but even if she did, I'd tell her to her face. My sister turned me off of driving drunks. She got really fucking bad. What was it, last year or the year before last? And then as soon as a beer hit her lips, I wanted to punch a bitch in the face. She couldn't stand up at bars. My van almost killed her. She would go out to restaurants and order a shitload of food, not eat anything. It just got fucking weird. And I'm
Tell your old friends how to raise their kid. IHOP, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Right after having the baby, she's like, all right, this is how you gotta raise your daughter.
She got all
oh
drunk
my
shit and was
God.
like, this is what you gotta do, and don't do this. And I'm like, dude. And here's the thing. She yelled at Dave for like 15 minutes on how to raise his daughter.
Was that after?
I didn't understand a word she said.
That was
after
the
drunk get-together.
Yeah, that was after the drunken army reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 minutes of talking to Dave about raising his daughter. I couldn't tell you a word she said or a bit of advice she gave him because she just talked. She just said words for 15 minutes. It did not make sense.
And Dave was pretty lit too, and he looks at me and goes, I don't know what she's talking about.
And then she orders a giant stack of fucking blueberry pancakes, takes one bite, and she pushes it in the middle of the table, and she goes, these blueberries taste weird.
And then she goes under the table like a little kid. You know, like kids go under the table. She goes under there and goes, hey, look, you're all wearing shoes.
What the fuck?
And then, like, no shit, a few months later, she does the same thing. She ate all of her food at the restaurant, but then she goes under the fucking booth, and I had to go get her. And then she dropped all of her shit out of her purse on the floor, and I had to go down there and pick it all up. And then that time, on the way there, she was in the back of my van screaming for me to pull over because she was choking to death. She slid down in the seat so far, the fucking seatbelt was up against her throat, choking her out.
Good Lord.
And then after that, and then having to catch her, she falls out of a bar, and I was like, no more drunks.
Yeah, see, I wasn't that bad of a drunk, was I?
No. Okay, besides a couple of birthdays that you ruined getting into fights and dropping your pants on the dance floors. But that shit was in her early fucking 20s.
Yeah.
We're talking a couple of years
ago. And those are stories for the ages.
But yeah, after that, I'm like, I need to take a break. I come home one night and I wake Bird up and I'm like, I need to fucking tell you what went on tonight. And I told him, I was
hoping she was waking me up for other reasons. I was the babysitter again.
I said, listen, I'm taking a break from these drunks for a while. And it wasn't like, because I used to drive all of you guys in the car.
Yeah.
It was my sister that killed it. It wasn't like 6 drunk dudes trying to poke each other in the butthole in the back of my Oldsmobile. It was my sister choking herself out on the seatbelt in the back of my fucking van.
Like a fucking toddler that fell out of their car seat or something.
Oh my God. And then, we had to, it took 3 of us to get her ass in there. My sister weighs like a fucking 140 pounds. But you had all the drunk, man. She gained 100 and we had to get her in the back of the fucking car. Oh my God.
I don't think I've ever seen her that drunk.
Oh my!
It was funny. There at IHOP was so funny.
She got... And
let me tell you, she's a little girl. She's a little girl, and you gotta raise her right. You do that, by because she's a little girl.
She's a girl.
I'm like, yes, he knows he has a daughter.
She's a girl. And not all these boys. But she's a girl. And then... But, like, that was okay. And it was just funny because her husband had her. He was her fucking DD. He had to deal with her ass. But when I'm driving her, I'm like, I can't deal with this bitch. I cannot.
Yeah, I couldn't handle drunks when I was sober, so I don't know how the fuck you did it.
See, I got no problem. And now I kind of, would like to, take Guy Party out and, be a DD and have a good, funny night or whatever. But I cannot drive my sister.
Night Out with Guy Party. I could see the documentary on that.
Oh, you've heard the documentary on that.
I know, but we could see it now. We videotape it. It could be like the short movie before the Worm Wrangler movie.
I mean, yeah, I didn't...
I'm in the making some movies now, folks. I'm ready.
Yeah, we need to get on that.
There were a few people. There's just... I guess...
don't have the Millennium Falcon anymore.
No, I don't. That is a problem. My van was the perfect drunk toter.
Yeah.
It was the perfect drunk toter. And it was perfect for how tall you are, too. I'm sorry I got rid of it, but I had to. I needed to downsize in my life. I needed good gas mileage.
Yeah, I did too.
There's only been a few people in my history of DDing that I just couldn't handle. And I handled my sister fine from the time she turned 21 up until a couple years ago, and I don't know what happened. I don't know. Well, we got into a fight once, and apparently she can't drink vodka. We didn't talk to each other for 3 fucking months.
Your patience has worn thin for tolerance of idiots.
I guess that's one of the things, too.
They were comparing what kind of parents they were. That was bad.
That was real fucking bad.
What was she? Drunk on vodka that night?
Yeah, she was drunk on vodka that night for 20 minutes telling me I'm a bad mom. Like, who the fuck is this bitch? I don't get sangria drunk in front of my kid and tell people, and get all British and tell people, welcome to my home. Anyway,
yeah.
True story!
Anyway, so, and then we started talking after that and whatever. It was just I don't know if she was going hard or if it was her birth control. I don't know what the fuck was going on. But, see, she even stepped back for a minute. She quit drinking for a while. She quit coming out I guess she got on her own fucking nerves. But, yeah, she went, you know how, becoming an alcoholic is a gradual situation? Yeah, she got there in, 6 fucking months. She went from casual drinker to barely functioning alcoholic in a span of fucking 6 months. And I'm like, I can't handle that shit. And also, too, in your 20s, you kind of expect people, if somebody vomits, it's just what happens, when you can't handle your liquor. And if people fall down, it's just what happens when they can't handle it. And think of the shit that we mixed back then. I've had my head underneath a fucking margarita machine, for God's sakes. In our 30s, I expect people to be able to handle their fucking liquor, and she regressed back to the first time she got drunk, and I'm like, Jesus shit! Who the fuck are we, and how old are we, and I can't handle this shit at this age.
Yeah, when you're in your 30s, you don't go out tumbling and fucking barfing on shit,
Yeah, and I'm too drunk to get home. Who the fuck is too drunk to go home in their 30s? No, if somebody's driving. I was driving her, and she told me she was too drunk to go home.
Oh, well, I wish I had fucking rides half the time.
Well, I'll give you, but I
have to sleep on a...
I'll just contact, if my sister wants to go with us, I'm just gonna get her a babysitter and be like, Josh, she's all yours, bro. Because I can't drive her. I cannot. I don't know if... It's one of those things where, when a guy cheats on you, and, you try and get back together, but you'll never trust him again. I don't think I can ever drive my sister again. I hate to say it, but I don't... And she's not overly annoying. It's not like she, grabs on people. I get very huggy. That can be annoying to some people. It's just, I don't know. She just goes too hard, and then she becomes 15, wine drunk. It was the first time I wanted to punch her in the face. I've never been more annoyed. She got wine drunk for the first time with a friend, right? And they were so paranoid that one of our parents was going to smell alcohol on their breath that she ate a box of Altoids and then came home and vomited all over the place.
Oh, good times.
I mean, Jesus. These are the same parents that let me have a party in our backyard and just told me if they show up and they drink, they don't leave.
This is the same sister you had that went to juvie and spent 20 days not pooping.
I was 15 days not pooping.
Still, I don't see. I
would have exploded and
I can't
died.
go 15 minutes, it seems like some days.
Yeah, so just for all those out there, just throw all my sister shit out there. First of all, how they treat juvenile delinquency is really fucking retarded. Because they came and got her out of school.
For missing school.
And then put her in juvie where she wasn't at school.
I'd skip school all the time. I'd come in, they'd suspend my ass. They're like, here's 5 days, Mr. Keller. I'm like, thank you, see you fucking later.
How do you tell a kid?
All you gotta do is miss and I'm not to come anymore?
Legally not be able to come?
Yeah, it's like,
Game.
fucking thank you. Like,
she comes back to school so she doesn't get, in
more trouble.
And they take her out of school and put her in juvie for 15 days. But my sister will not, she wouldn't even... I don't think her husband has smelled a whiff of her shit yet.
According to Brad, girls don't poop.
Yeah, so...
When they first got together and moved in together, she would drive down to Walmart to poop because she wouldn't do it in her own apartment.
I would leave Walmart and go home to poop.
Yeah, same here.
Walmart's got some of the nastiest freaking bathrooms. They're disgusting. You know how the people who own Walmart are so rich? They don't pay to clean them bathrooms.
No.
They don't care.
So when she went to juvie, they have the toilet right there in the fucking cage you're in. And so she had to poop in front of her roommate or cellmate, I guess you could say. I don't know how easy juvie is or not. But yeah, she would not go. And she was never in the cell by herself for even a moment where she could go. So she held it for 15 days and then spent 4 excruciating hours when she got out trying to get that shit out of her body. She took the phone in the bathroom with her, and I got a halfway phone call where she didn't think she could do it. 2 hours in, she calls me. I don't think I can do this. I don't think it's too long. It's too long. And she goes, Google, what happens if I never shit again?
That's rough stuff.
Yeah, not me. I couldn't. I mean, would it be embarrassing as hell? Yeah, but everybody, Brad, I know you don't want to believe this. Everybody poops, man.
I won't fucking believe it.
That kitty that loves you so much, he poops.
You're a pooper, ain't you?
And he's lazy as fuck too. He don't
cover it up.
He just leaves it riding on top for everybody to enjoy.
He's so annoyed.
I tried to draw a picture of the kitty. Didn't turn out very well.
That's not right. You just draw a dick and balls too. Yeah. Got it.
All right. I just needed to talk a little bit to be happy again.
The things that make you happy.
Listen,
I was happy with reverse motorboating, but everything else.
So you know how sometimes I'll tank an entire episode because I'll bring up sad shit. Well, I was already...
We started with a tanked episode today. We're bringing the happy shit, talking about how Bert's going to get reverse motorboated tonight.
I didn't want to
Tanked again.
I didn't want to go from an angry mood into talking about human experimentation where people were literally, basically tortured and taken advantage of. I needed something a little bit more fun, and we didn't have a backup fun episode.
So yes, backup fun episodes.
So yes, I guess to recap this entire episode, Craigslist personal site is down. Mm-hmm. However, people are using everything in the community tab as a personal site.
DDF is disease and drug free.
And what else did we look up? Something about double penetration.
No, that's what you thought DDF was.
Yeah,
I was wrong.
What was the other thing?
Girls don't poop.
Girls poop and fart.
I'm an alcoholic queer.
After 20.
After 20
After 20.
Go yell at him.
Excuse me while I go yell at my kid.
So we have to yell at him about taking the tablet into the bathroom because he's dropped a tablet in the toilet twice while taking a poop.
Oh, really?
But Rice brought it back.
Twice.
Rice twice.
Rice twice. So Kindles are...
durable as hell.
Durable as hell. So those looking to get their kids a tablet...
Get a Kindle.
Get a Kindle, because they're durable as hell.
Sounds like my fat ass about to break this chair.
Like I said, Bert's had to glue it back together.
I
think she's done. Ooh, yes! I get to finally go out and buy me a new dining set. Boop, boop, boop,
Thanks,
boop,
Brad.
Boop, boop.
I know. I'll have to bring my camping chair next time.
No, I'm going to get new shit.
I don't want to break that one.
Hey, Micro Center's got really cool gaming chairs.
Do they? How much are
Yeah.
they?
Anywhere from $80 to $400.
See, now I'm down with like an $80 one. Are there nice ones for $80?
See,
They look okay.
I'm
they look
right
like super
now in my
comfy office
life.
chair.
I'm in between like getting a new dining set or just getting a really sweet desk and some computer chairs and just turning the kitchen into an office or the dining area into an office. Because not gonna lie, I don't know if any of you listeners are out there. My kitchen table's kind of just for show and for baking. We eat in the living room while watching TV.
Our fine china is provided by Chinette. So
Actually, not even Trinette. Like I'm buying
dollar store brand.
I'm buying Walmart brand freaking foam plates. Which, by the way, I had to convert from paper to foam when I married Bert. And at first, I was pissed.
Yeah, she was mad because I'm like, these are paper plates. She goes, those are foam plates. Like in my house, these are paper plates. And she's like, why? I'm like, trust me. Trust me.
I've successfully made the transfer. I prefer foam to paper now.
I mean, they're leak proof. They have a nice snap when you turn them into a taco to throw them away.
Yes. That and you don't need the little paper plate holder. I got to get rid of all of mine. And I was like, oh man, there's so much more space in my cabinets now. And then I went out and I bought new glasses. And I get home and one of them is broken. So now I got to take it back and get a new glass.
All right, we got anybody to think?
I love you how you just cut me off on my enjoying my life episode.
Marriage, extreme dating.
Marriage, just accepting other people's bullshit.
Marriage,
Forever.
step before divorce.
I mean, it kind of is.
It kind of is.
Okay, well, one step though, because there's separation and then divorce.
Whatever. Who we got to think?
I mean, I guess I can thank you guys for letting me ruin this entire episode because I needed to be in a mood.
Yeah, we're dedicated.
I'd like to thank Purple Planet for our music.
They make some good music. Good music.
Anybody else that's kind of like needing to vent or whatever, they can message me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at MouthsPotty.
Flat Earthers, hello. I believe you are a myth right now.
You're a broken record. Flat Earthers don't even listen to podcasts, okay?
Why? Is it against their science?
I guess. I mean...
I'm going to have to look this up. We should start the Flat Earthers podcast.
Yes.
How do waves and Wi-Fi even work, Bert? How is there even internet? How are things wireless?
Well, Al Gore invented the internet. He said so. And he also said it was inconvenient truth.
So, also... We are on Podbean and the Podbean app, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Google Play, and now, thanks to Brad for remembering, we're also on iHeartRadio.
Oh, man.
They're pushing their podcasts hard, so...
Go vote for us.
Yeah, vote for us. We want to be the best podcast ever, so
and
we can move on in our new podcasting careers and be successful.
Give us a little like and follow us, and that way you'll know when all of our episodes come up, even though we don't even know what we're doing.
Yeah, 5 stars on iTunes. Come on, folks.
We need to quit our jobs so we can bring you Dan the Worm Man.
Yes.
Yeah. And so I can afford to get better chairs in my kitchen.
I don't break them.
I mean, to be honest, this dining set is like 20 years old.
Only $19.99? I thought it might be older.
It might be. Shit, I don't know. It might be older. Anyway, you can also, if like you have some ideas and you don't want people to see it in the messages or whatever, you can email us at pottymouths@gmail.com. And this is Stephanie.
This is Bert.
This is Brad.
Good night, everybody.